Welcome to Field Home Farm Sessions, episode, I don't know what it is, 339, 340. I've tried to do a couple since my Podbean website has stopped doing the live feeds. It's not as easy to do, so I'll do one on here and see what happens. And welcome, the Chicken Man talking. It is, I gotta look now, it's May the 30th, 2026, the second last day of May. Southern Ontario is where I am from. Bradford, Ontario, just an hour and a half or an hour and a quarter north of Toronto, Ontario. And welcome. It has been a beautiful past week. If you are out and about, hopefully you get some time to relax, take it easy. Most people take their holidays in July and August, but just, get out there and enjoy the sunshine and see what's happening. Lots going on. Crops getting planted around the country. Chickens getting grown every day. I am a chicken farmer, broiler chicken farm. I know everybody that's listened before know that, but anybody from new listeners from, I still have Germany listening. My peeps from Germany. I don't know if that's a word. I don't give a crap, KJ. I'm not cool. So, I'm as cool as I want to be. How's that sound? So, so the newest, I'm not going to go back, but the newest thing in my world right now is I sow wheat, corn, and soybeans. My winter wheat is sowed in October, so that's already up, ready to go in another month and a half, a couple months combining. So in the spring, we get corn in the ground and soybeans in the ground, or any dairy farmers get hay or whatnot in the ground. So myself, I do corn, and that was a challenging year because of the long winter we had, the long spring we had, cold spring. You didn't want to get the crops in too soon because the ground should be a certain temperature, but who knows? We'll see what happens because lots of farmers get horny and they put their crop in a little bit early and just say, fuck it. So I'm not one of those farmers. I like to take it easy and try to do it when it's supposed to go. So a little longer getting my soybeans done than usual, and I got 126 acres planted in 2 days. So that was pretty cool, and I have a 15-foot planter. Excuse me, unedited. I need to do an unedited coffee break. KJ wants me to do a YouTube podcast probably, and I can do the on-air and behind me, but I don't know if you want to see me just talking here for an hour, but we'll see what happens. Unedited. I need a shelf behind me, really, and I should have a shelf with, I got my chicken. I got a chicken squishy, a cow squishy, a turkey squishy, egg squishies, all these little squishies made in China. So, yeah, I got the soybeans done last night, late. It was dark, and got it done. I never like sowing in the dark. There's certain things that are great to do in the dark. Sex is one of them. But, it's good to do in the light, too, but so I got it done in the dark. Last year I sowed my wheat in the dark, and I missed a run, and I had a bit of a space. But right now the wheat looks pretty good, and you can't see the space because it's covered over it. So it's like an organic spacing. It's going to grow better in that area. Shout out to the Mystery. Shout out to the Emmett. Shout out to KJ. Shout out to Dirty Mike, Hubie, Jen, Tyler, and Kevin, BC Girl, all my listeners, and all the Germans that are listening. Welcome. Big hockey fan, little baseball fan, but little Jerry, guess I had little Jerry. Woodbridge Gord. The Jays are winning lately, so they have won, and I can't check out the stats. I guess I can check out the stats on my computer while I'm talking on my phone. It used to be the other way around, but now we're just doing it the other way around. So if somebody texts me, like KJ, while I'm doing it, I wonder what will happen, because it will do a beep or not. We'll do Jays score. Let's see. What did they do? They won 6-5. Now they're 500. They are a 500 team. Baltimore is so Toronto is our team. They're the only Major League Baseball team in Canada, and they're pretty fucking good. Last year they made it to the 7th game of the World Series, and this year they are struggling, but now they're coming back. And you know what? They're exciting to watch most of the time. Every team has injuries and whatnot, so Go Jays, go! It's a long season, long number of games. Family wants to go down, so we'll definitely go down one of these days. You like going down during the day because it's a lot nicer. But get into hockey. The Montreal Canadiens, the Frogs, lost, which is awesome because I do not like them. As a former Toronto Maple Leaf fan, and not anymore, but you have a distaste for the Montreal Canadiens because they're just always, for lack of a better word, it's my opinion podcast, back in the day, they were allowed to pick, this is what I understood, they were allowed to pick any player in Canada, in North America, in the world to pick for the Montreal Canadiens. But every other team, the other 5 hockey teams, only could pick, Montreal got the first pick of Francophone players in in Quebec, and the rest of the league got second pick. So if Montreal didn't take the first one, then the other league. So that's kind of cheating, I think. And so that's why they won so many cups. But the Leafs won a few cups too. But back in the day, have not won since the original 6. So get on to that. They lost last night by a strong number. They lost 6-1 to Carolina. So now it'll be Las Vegas Knights, Golden Knights with Mitch Marner. Go, Mitchie, go. And Carolina Hurricanes. So you're going to have either Mitch Marner's going to win a cup or Frederik Andersen's going to win a cup. Two former Leaf players, mystery. And don't worry, San Jose is coming. Talked to big Manitoba Milt last night for a long time. I hadn't talked to him for a long time. You get driving in the tractor. And I drove 3 hours yesterday. Actually 4, but I'll get into that in a minute. So you listen to music, you listen to podcasts, you listen to whatnot. KJ, thanks KJ. She says she only listens to my podcast, so that's awesome. There is the Ice Guardians with Kelly Chase. He doesn't look like he's doing too good. Everybody says that he's going to make it and bounce back. The first person to ever beat cancer, but it's like, I don't know. Hopefully he does, but I mean, it's not a good... But they're doing this podcast to raise money. I didn't know how good a guy he was in the community. I mean, he was a fighter, so you either love or hate him. If he plays for your team, you love him. If they play for the other team, you hate him. So Kelly Chase was always one of those guys that stood up for his teammates, stood up for his team. And it's awesome to listen to the Ice Guardians when they talk about growing up in Saskatchewan, Canada, rural. There's not a shit ton of rural left or people that proudly stick out their chest and say I'm a farmer, even though it's awesome to be a farmer. That's one thing I was going to do. Positive, hold on, I got to put that down. Positive vibes. If you listen to my last few episodes, and maybe more than that, I don't know, you get into a negative because everything, price is high of machinery, fertilizer, fuel. Fuel has come down a little bit. I think I filled up for $1.58 last night, which was pretty good. So yeah, you get negative and everything else. But you know what? You're driving around, you're planting your crops, and you're just looking at just your farm and whatnot, and I'm thinking, stop being so fucking negative. This is a great life. I got I got an awesome family, even though everybody could step it up a little bit, even myself. Awesome family, awesome farm, awesome life, great. I mean, we can choose what we want to do, and I chose to farm, so I'm farming. And like a couple other people said, Plumber Scott, if you don't like it, get out. But I mean, you like it. You have tough times, and you're going to listen. But it is a great life. And yes, if I didn't like it that much, I would get out. But I'm stuck. You don't want to get out. You love it. There is hard times in every aspect of life. It's just your farm. You're always here, and it's always part of it. But you know what? It's a great life. It's a great business. I know, Emmett, I'm going to say this, but once Manitoba Milt and I were talking, and we do miss the cows-ish, but we don't miss the cows. Like, cows just tie you up. What's the saying? It's like when you milk cows, that's your life, and when you sell your cows, you have a life. So it's a good life, milking cows, but there is other things to life. So hopefully family takes over and with the dairy, and you still have a you can still tour around and whatnot. I'll get into my political talk for a little bit. So yesterday, I'm a Chicken Farmers of Ontario board director for District 1, which covers Lake Huron. It goes down to Orangeville, and then it bounces way over to Sutton, where Sutton Gym is, and it goes way the hell up north. So I have a massive district. So yesterday I drove to Hanover, Ontario, which is an hour and 45 minutes west of myself. And positive vibes. You want to talk about beautiful country like that in the springtime. There's nothing better. Maybe in a month from now when you drive across the country, it's even better, but when the crops start growing. But just watching farmers, when you're driving by roads, watching farmers plant, and I'm assuming they're enjoying themselves, most of them. Great time of the year just watching farmers plant their crops. It's like a garden in your house or whatever. You're just planting away, and it's exciting. So beautiful drive across the country. You don't know you almost don't know that is like a haven of the world over that way. Like it is just gorgeous. And I know KJ in Middlesex is great too, but I'm just telling you what I saw yesterday. So we went over as a chicken board. We went over to. I'm just trying to download my Podbean at the same time. I got it was a Purelator. So I get a Purelator package, and for Purelator you have to sign it. So you get this package. It says 3 pounds. I don't even think it's 3 pounds. And so you got to sign it. So you open it up. There's no address. There's nobody who it's from, whatever. And it says on air. So I was thinking, all these podcasts that I've been trying to find, and who knows, I might have signed up one and they're trying to keep me on as a podcaster or something. So it says on air and it lights up. And I didn't. I just figured it was one of those. But who gave me the sign? It was KJ from Middlesex. And it's awesome. It lights up, so I got to get it hung up and then come out here at night and light it up. So it'll be... But I have a white wall in my office where I do my recording, so I don't know whether it'll stick out that much. But so drove to Hanover yesterday. So Maple Leaf Foods, who is one of our processors in Ontario, on unedited. I'm thinking of going up to the cottage today too. My wife won't like it because she wants to go all the time and whatnot. But I got to get up there once in a while. So Maple Leaf Foods, they also have a hatchery. They grow, they have broiler breeder barns. They grow broiler breeders. It's like a different division of their processing plant. They do have a big, massive processing plant in London, Ontario. I haven't been there yet, but hope to get there one day. So as a board member, they invited us to a broiler breeder farm, and they're near Hanover, Ontario, and I have been in an older breeder barn before with roosters and hens, and that's how they make the chicks to eventually make the broiler chicks where I get to raise the chickens. So they do that. Then they sell their eggs. They have a hatchery, and the only thing they don't have is the broiler barns, because in Ontario, Canada, or in Canada, we have supply management. And the processor is not allowed to raise broiler chickens, so that is awesome because it helps individual farm and families make a living and make a good living. So, but we got a tour of that barn with a bunch of other things, and then MPP Minister of Provincial Parliament for Bruce Gray, Paul Vickers, who's a former dairy farmer, former OFA director, former Gay Leaf Foods chair, was there. He's from Meaford, Ontario. I used to breed cows at his place 30 years ago when he was in his 30s, running around before Gay Lee and before all that stuff. Great guy. So talked to him for a long time. It was great. I talked to him after. It's good to have connections. You get a bit older, you start talking to a bunch of people that you used to know from the back in the day. But beautiful part of the country, driving across Shelburne, Dundalk. Dundalk's not always the best, but driving across that part of the country is just awesome. It is like I say, it's an awesome time of year. The dairy farmers are just starting to cut some hay and get it put in for feed. Moo food for the summer and winter for next year, I guess. Right now, it'll just be for the summer. So I am waiting for some dry hay from my beef cows. That'll be within the next month. So Gotta let them out in pasture one of these days. So, Big Roy, my buddy, longtime buddy, turned 60 yesterday. We had a nice party for him. No, I'd not say we. His daughter Erin, and Roy's a granddad now too. His daughter Erin had a girl about a month ago, just over a month ago. So she had a party for him last weekend, 60th in Bond Head at the hall, and it's an awesome hall. They used to have dances, junior farmer dances. They've had dances in there since the 50s. It's an awesome hall, and they had it there. But then my daughter had a dance recital, of course, the same fucking day, which was lovely. She does a great job. Like I said before, I love watching her. I do not like watching the other kids dance. Does not turn me on. Some of the dances were, oh my God, awful. And my daughter, you got to pay attention because my daughter is a quick wit, and she says, "What was your favorite dance?" So if I wasn't paying attention, I wouldn't know what her favorite dance was. So it was their last dance. There was like probably, I don't know how many girls were on the stage at once. 30 girls dressed in gold. It was a pretty good routine. Lots of action, but they did a little bit different. I know it's the entertainment factor for the audience is physical strain for the dancers. So if you want an entertainment factor with dancers, you have to have physical pain, and that's what I say to my wife. But it's just not that entertaining. They drive around, they dance around the circle and do all these whoosh moves and stuff, whatnot. My daughter used to do some flips, and she doesn't do that anymore because her knee was sore. So there's your physical pain. So, getting my chicken barns ready. Yes, is that time again. I have to make a living, and that is my living raising broiler chickens. So broiler chickens are coming in on Monday. Had to fix them, I put a new mister line in my old barn because the other one was just hell. Like, it was just hell to repair, hell to fix. So it put a new mister system in my old barn. That took longer than it fucking should have. It should have took a day. And just the way workers work nowadays, it took like 3 days. So it's just unbelievable. You just got to shake your head. Like I say, positive vibes on the positive trend. Try to think everything positive. It's like I say, it's a beautiful day out today. KJ is in her G-string in the pool in Prince Edward County. Mystery is out in his Speedos looking for 4-H calves. Last 2 days, Mystery? Jesus. I think we had to have our calves, which calves we were deciding to have like a month ago. So, or no, like 2 weeks ago. So I don't know what county are you in? Waterloo? So who knows? Waterloo could be a bit backwards, but I have down picking stones, but yeah, fucking picking stones. Like my farm over there, it's not enough stones for a stone picker, an automatic stone picker, but it's enough stones to piss you off. Like I have more than enough, and enough that are over I said, if they're not over your head size, then don't pick them. I was talking to Emmett, and while I was picking stones, or no, I guess I was rolling the field. So now, last year I bought this big, huge roller, and so I cultivate, get everything ready, pick the bigger stones with the gator or the loader, and then I go roll it and push down any fucking little stones that might happen because they do wreck machinery, seeders, combines, whatnot. So I push them down. I was talking to Emmett on the phone, and I said, so I'm driving along, and yes, I do have not a split personality, but I was thinking, my dad used to always, and Emmett laughed like hell, and I laugh like hell too, we always laugh. I got to tell you about Jumpy too in a minute, so. So, we're talking, I said, I'm driving around the gator. I remember when when my dad was alive and he'd be sowing or he'd be cultivating or something, I'd have the stone picking job because, oddly enough, I still have the fucking stone picking job because my kids don't go out there, but, so I remember he'd always say, get that stone, pick up that stone. Why do you pick that stone? Why are you going a straight line? Why do you zigzag all over the place? I said, you know what? And then I thinking in my head, I said, you know what, Dad? You could have been here if you didn't fucking die. I know it sounds morbid, but it's funny. I got this, he's in the back of my head telling me to pick that stone, get that stone, don't do this. And I said, you know what? And I just say, no, and don't listen to him. So it's weird and funny. We're all fucking weird. Let's just put it that way. So, oh yeah. And I say fucking shit on my podcast. So anybody that's higher up, whatever. Those are normal words. And my mom, normal words. My mother is in BC right now. BC girl, but I don't think she's going to Chilliwack. She's on a Hamilton tours. They have a scheduled thing and whatnot. So on that note, I was going to say one more thing, and I don't know. Anyways, I got seeding done. Everything's done. Hopefully this podcast goes through. I'm going to try to upload it to my Podbean, and we'll see what happens. And everything else. But thank you for listening, everybody. Hubie Jan, I'm waiting for the comments to come in from Germany as well. Like, holy crap, get the comments in. Beautiful day. Might take the jet ski up. I was thinking of taking the boat up, but my boat trailer is not the sexiest in the world, and I want to do it. It takes a longer time, like a couple hours to go up, so I'm thinking just take the jet ski today and get that done. But thank you for listening today. It said 90-minute limit. Well, I'm on 21-minute limit, so thanks, KJ. Thanks, Mystery. Everybody else, talk to you. It sucks you can't do it live, but here, we're going to get my little music on. I think I can still do that. Oh, what is the song I've been listening to lately is Metallica, Whiskey in the Jarro. Whiskey in the Jar. It's a pretty cool song. You listen to that. So Amazon Music is fucking awesome too, to listen to in ACAB tracker. Thanks for listening. Talk to you later. Peace out.